Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have our top 3 most played games in May. Now we had a 4-way tie for the most played games, each at 3 plays. We're going to give you the 3 games that had the most time played, that spent the actual most time playing, and so that'll be the order that you see here. And so we're going to start that right now. Number 3 is Madara, Unintentional Malum Act 1. This is a sprawling fantasy novel that you play through. The campaign book is, I've got it right here, actually almost 500 pages. A lot of that is in fact story. And so you can either read the Cliff Notes if you want to, that are official Spark Notes on the website, that really drastically reduces that, or you can listen to it, or you can read it. And so this is a fantasy, but not in a stereotypical fantasy setting. It is like kind of a mishmash of stuff that you'll find on Earth versus, you know, stuff that you find in a fantasy world. The characters are, as far as what they can do, that is something that you build all on your own as you play. They have a couple of preset special abilities, but other than that, you give them their disciplines, you figure out what their loadout's going to be, all that stuff. It's a lot of fun. That's Madara. Number 2 is Dead of Winter. Pulled this off the shelf for the first time in years and still love it. It's still a fantastic game. Dead of Winter is a zombie game with a hidden traitor. Basically, you have about a 1/3 chance that you'll end up with a traitor in the game. It's known for the exposure die, where if you, for instance, travel from the colony to the police station or to the grocery store or something like that, and you don't use fuel, meaning that you're going to be walking rather than using a vehicle, to roll the exposure die, and there's a chance, 1 out of 12, I believe, that you will die, that your character will just die immediately. Now, you either play or not, or removed from the game. In that case, you would get, you either already have more characters, or you'll end up with another character if that happens. But it is still disconcerting when you've got a character, you're ready to do something, and then they get bitten and they die. Really fun game, Dead of Winter. And then number one is Pandemic Legacy Season 2. This is one, my wife and I played Season 1 back in, I don't know, years and years ago. Loved it. Never got around to following up with Season 2. Finally have, and it has been a lot of fun so far. A very different feel. They kind of almost reverse the rules for Pandemic. And so in this case, you start with cubes on the board, and you're trying to keep cubes on the board, and because they represent supplies, and then as bad things happen, supplies get taken off the board, and if areas run out of supplies, they'll end up having an outbreak, so then disease cubes end up on the board instead. But unlike regular Pandemic, where you end up with lots of disease cubes, if you only have, I believe, 7 or maybe 8 disease cubes on the board, you lose the game with Season 2. And also the other cool thing with Season 2, that's my time. The other cool thing with Season 2 is the fact that you're starting out in these havens in the ocean, and then you're trying to rediscover the world because you've completely lost communication with the world at this point because it's been so decimated by the disease from Pandemic Legacy Season 1. All right, that was our 3 most played games in May. Be sure to check out our top 50 best games of all time. We have published 50 through 11. Number 10 through 1 will be out probably towards the end of the month because I'm getting a couple other people involved, but we'll have that coming to you soon. We also have, what's the next game I'm going to be working towards? I'm actually going to be doing a instructional video for Nemesis Lockdown. So be sure to watch out for that. And until next time, if you're bored online, bored offline.